Greetings and blessings to all of you in Facebook land and YouTube land. This is Dawn DelVecchio coming to you live on 11/11 from the East Coast to the United States. And I've titled this video 11/11, What Will You Surrender as you walk through the portal of this moment? So I have a few things that I want to share initially, and then I'll also tune in and see if there's a channeled message to come through. So let me just connect in here. So the first thing I want to say is, we could say, okay, so today is 11/11. It's November 11th. In this case, it's 2019. We have 11/11 every year. This is the Gregorian calendar invented by a bunch of men several hundred or thousand years ago. I don't know when that was started. Is there really an energetic significance? I think that it's worth talking about this a little to initiate the conversation. Hey there, Sujata, welcome. In fact, every moment is an opportunity, a portal, a chance for us to step from where we have been into the next now moment in which we are creating everything. So does 11/11 matter? It matters in the sense that the collective of many of us across the planet are seeing it as significant. It's a little reminder bell. It's a little knock on the door. It's a little window hello moment that says, hey, pay attention. What are you doing? Are you presencing with the frequency of love, of unity consciousness, of awakening that you wish to see in the world? So the fact that today is 11/11 in and of itself has no greater or lesser significance than any other now moment, because it is only in the now moments that we step into presence that allows us to unfold a next now moment, a future, which is more loving, more compassionate, more awakened to a world we wish to create. So I wanted to start with that because I feel it's important for anyone who starts to, when the ego mind comes in and goes, well, why is 11/11 important? Well, in that sense, maybe it's not. And it's as important as every moment. Now, with this being said, tomorrow we also have a full moon. So I wanted to just now tune into those energies a bit and to talk about the themes, so that you can kind of begin to dial in. Thanks for the love. Hey, Paula, hi. The themes that we are working with, so that when you reflect upon this question, what is it that maybe I can surrender in this now moment once and for all and be done with it, that I may step into this presence with love, with compassion, with the capacity to walk in my life and into my future in a way that unfolds a greater good for all. Okay, so the energies for the full moon, and what already the moon, the sign the moon is in, the sign the sun is in. So full moon means the moon and the sun are opposite each other. So the sun right now is in Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. Scorpio is about what? Transformation. Transformation is Scorpio. Every time we are in this part of the year, we are in the season of the dying time when things fall away. That's why Scorpio is associated with death. But death is what? Death is not a permanent end. It's a transformation. When the plants die in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere in their winter, do they die? Or do they just look like they're dying? All the energy of the trees and the plants goes down to the roots where it sits, waiting for the spring to come, when rebirth will come again. So transformation is the energy of Scorpio. Now, so the sun is in Scorpio, and it's conjunct that retrograde Mercury. So we are reviewing, revising, reconsidering, reassessing, redetermining, and receiving the energies we have been, the harvest we have been sowing, so we sow and then we harvest what we sow. Hey, Chuck, welcome, welcome. So we've got Mercury in retrograde, letting us receive what it is we have been sowing in the spring and the summer, energetically, symbolically. And also in the Scorpio season, that could be related to the transformation we've been running with, working with. And so then on the opposite side, sun. Anyway, we've got the sun in Scorpio. We've got the moon in Taurus opposite it. Taurus is about the earth. It's about stability. It's about survival, grounding, embodying our truth. So when we look at this full moon and we look at this 11/11 portal where many people are focusing their attention on transformation, we have to ask ourselves, what do I need to let go of that is keeping me from my transformation? And specifically, what do I need to let go of that's connected with fears about survival? So for example, or ungroundedness. So for example, if for a long time you have been running an energy of, I hate my job, I want to leave my job. I hate my job, I want to leave my job. Just as an example, hey Maria, mwah. Well, why aren't you leaving your job? Is it because you have a fear related to survival? If I leave my job, I won't have an income. All of that. So maybe what it's time to surrender is the fears around survival that you'll never get another job. So that's one example. And I'm not telling you to go out and quit your job. What I'm telling you is that if this is an energy you're running, it can be anything. I'll give a few more examples in a minute. If this is the energy you are running, then it is time. This is an ideal opportunity for you to literally visualize a gate of transformation that you want to walk through into a more empowered, whole, present self and say, before I do this, I am willing to surrender my fear that I will not survive if I choose to leave my job. And just being willing to do that can be deeply transformational, which is why my next thing I want to share with you is the caveat that be careful what you ask for because you're going to get it. So if you don't really want transformation, then you probably need to sign off right now because we are in times that are calling us to great courage, my dear sisters and brothers, great courage. And I'm not just telling you this, I'm living it. I'm living it and I have to walk my talk and it's not easy. So let me give you another example. Perhaps you have a family member who is asking a lot of you and yet you feel the truth inside of you is that you can give no more because it is out of alignment with what you know is the truth for you. Saying no can be rough. Think about all the judgments. Everybody, oh, they're so selfish. Oh, this, that, or the other thing. I can't believe they blah, 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 blah. Right? Yet, when you tune in to your deepest, truest self, you know that by continuing to extend help to this family member, this is just an example, you are actually giving them more rope to hang themselves with. And you know that no one else around sees that, but you see it and you know it deep in your heart. It's going to take courage to say no. And that means you're going to have to surrender your fear of the demise of that person, your fear of the judgment of the rest of the people around you about not helping that person, your fear of, or your guilt. It could be guilt. Guilt is one of the things I shared in my thing. Your guilt about, well, I wasn't good with them in the past, so I've got to help them now. You're going to have to surrender certain things in order to truly step through that transformational gate, which again, as I said at the beginning of this video, is really truly every moment now. We are not in any different energy than this now moment, whenever that moment is. So in every moment, thanks Chuck, thanks for saying that, that you feel it's true for you. In every moment that we are in, we have the opportunity to fully transform our future by embodying our truth from the space of love and forgiveness now. And so let us use this 11/11 and tomorrow's 11/12 full moon to really deepen into our loving compassion for a future that we wish to see, and to say, I am willing to surrender that which is holding me back from walking through the portal of this now moment and embodying that love, that forgiveness, and that truth that is calling to me, through me, in every moment. Now, I know this may sound maybe a little bit highfalutin, too esoteric. So now what I want to do is I want to come back in to see if there's any channeled message that to underscore this, or perhaps a tarot card. So let me just connect in for a moment. We want you to imagine this image of the 1111 as two peace signs, as two sides of a gateway through which you can walk with peace in your heart. And we want to ask you to ask yourself, what can I surrender right now that will elevate, expand the peace in my heart, that I may share it and extend it to everyone whose life I touch, every person I meet. This is the message. Let us all walk through this gate together with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Thank you so much, and blessings.